already time for my week 6 pregnancy vlog, so I'm going to let you know kind of what's been going on this past week. I've been feeling pretty good, and I haven't had as much nausea as I expected, so for that reason alone, I believe I could be pregnant with a boy, but we will see, because I was much more nauseous when I was pregnant with Annie than when I was pregnant with Connor. But each pregnancy is different. I even took my C-bands off because I wasn't feeling nauseous pretty much at all. So I put those on preventatively because that's how you're supposed to wear them before you feel sick. But today's the first day I've tried to take them off to see how I feel. I do have a cold. If you hear my voice sounds a little different. My kids were sick a week and 2 weeks ago. Connor was 2 weeks ago. Annie was last week. And I feel like the incubation period for the cold that they had was about a week, so I got hit with it now. So yeah, I'm doing all right though with that. So I have my little list over here. I will go ahead and run through. Let's see. Probably the most exciting thing for week 6 is we took the gender maker test. It comes in a little thing like this, and the test looks like this. And I'll put in a clip of us taking it this morning. Alright guys, we're going to do the gender maker test, and I think my dog's going to start barking, but both the kids woke up because they heard me in here. It's early in the morning, so you just take first morning urine and you put it in here. And then we see if it turns blue or pink.
Dada, pink is my favorite color.
What color is that turning?
Pink.
You're supposed to wait like 15 seconds, so. But I think that's pretty pink.
Pretty pink. That's my favorite color.
So, is that a girl or a boy?
Girl. I am exciting.
Okay, well, you know this is just for fun, too.
Yeah.
So, it's not, it could still be a boy.
Yeah, and a girl, too.
Yeah, but this says girl. And I'm 6 weeks today, which is when you can take it. So.
A boy.
A boy?
Yeah.
I think that says girl.
Yeah. You have a girl and a boy.
Oh, yeah. Took it really early because it has to be first morning urine, which is pretty non-existent for a pregnant woman because I don't know about you, but I'm up every 2 hours peeing. But I think I did get a stretch of 5 hours of sleep last night without waking up. So when I woke up from that, that's when I took this. The result was girl, for sure. It's pink. It's not in between or anything like that. So definitely it looks pink. My kids think still, I don't know if I talked about this in the other vlog, but a lot of people are throwing the word twin out there at us. And I don't know, that would be a huge adjustment for our family. So let's see, my mom thinks it might be a twin. My kids definitely think it's twins. I was at my friend's house the other day and we were talking about it, the pregnancy, and she thought maybe it was twins. Then we looked outside and there was a double rainbow. So that was kind of weird. And I actually took a picture of it. I'll put it in here. And then, I don't know, just people are saying twins, and I'm pretty sure my husband would freak out if that was the situation that's going on. So we'll see. I do have an ultrasound scheduled this Friday. I actually don't, I don't even see my OB until December 19th. So I'm going to be 9 weeks pregnant or something by then. And I wanted, okay, so here's the situation. We have to buy a van if we're going to have 3 kids. And the end of the year is the best time to buy a van. And then in the spring is the worst time to buy a van, just because no one's really buying vans in the winter, and then in the spring, everyone wants a van. So we want to see a heartbeat, and then we want to kind of get a van. I wanted a van when we had 2 kids, but my husband really didn't. So we bought a Camry, and we're going to trade the Camry in for a van. So either way, no matter what happens with the pregnancy, I wanted a van because the kids are starting to have friends, and if we want to drive anyone with our family, they don't fit in our car. Like, we have to have people. Like, if I want to take my mom to the zoo with us, and my husband's with us too, we don't all fit in the car. So we have to drive separately, and it's like a 45-minute drive. So, a van is just more practical anyways. But we're going to have the early ultrasound at a diagnostic facility. That's not my doctor's office. Because if we get one now, it's going to mess up our insurance if we do it through the doctor's office. So we're just going to go to a diagnostic facility and pay out of pocket to see. And then also there is, I have to research it more. It's in one of my other vlogs with Annie about early ultrasounds and being able to figure out the gender depending on where the placenta, where the yolk sac is. And it was accurate for her. And it's called like, I'll put it in the comment or the description box because I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it's something like 97% accurate. It's actually like published in medical journals, and it's not like an old wives' tale. It's like legitimate. And it was true for the kids when we had early ultrasounds with them. Okay. So I haven't noticed it so much this week, but last week, and I don't think I mentioned it, I was having round ligament pain. And I think probably I haven't noticed it this week because I've been taking precautions. But like when I would roll over in bed too quick or something, definitely I felt the round ligaments. And I'm thinking this baby probably came from the ovary on my right side because I probably have a cyst there. I haven't seen it yet, but I had a cyst, a corpus luteal cyst with Annabelle. I'm not sure if I did with Connor. Annabelle came from the left ovary, but it definitely feels cysty on the right side. So I'm thinking that's probably where I ovulated from. For nausea, last week I was hungry, but nothing sounded good to eat. This week, I'm kind of back to my old self. I juiced a bunch of oranges, and I made orange juice just to keep in the fridge. And it tastes disgusting, and I really like orange juice, so that's something I found interesting. That's one of probably the only foods so far that just taste different to me right now. I'm sleeping really bad. Like, I'm so tired, and I go to bed, and I've been going to bed early, like 8 o'clock, because I'm so tired. And I sleep really good from like 8 to 11, and then I wake up and I can't fall back asleep. And then about 2 o'clock, I fall back asleep and sleep the rest of the night until about 7 in the morning. But I wake up a lot in those, like when I wake up at 11 until 2, I have to pee a lot, and I think that keeps me awake. Last night, I have some magnesium lotion, so last night I just decided when I was feeling restless when I woke up around 11, I put on some magnesium lotion. I actually slept without waking up for the rest of the night, so I'm going to have to keep that in my back pocket if I keep having nights like that. Okay, I think I pretty much covered everything here. Oh, my weight is 135. I don't remember what it was last week. My starting weight was 138. Actually, in the past week, went down to 133, and now I'm 135, so it's just fluctuation, I think. And, one thing that's kind of bummed me out is we use a lot of, we use a lot of natural and alternative treatments for things, and I rely pretty heavily on essential oils when we're sick, and there's a lot of controversy on whether oils are safe in pregnancy. A lot of the controversy has to do with it just not being researched. And so it's kind of like at your own risk. There are definitely ones you should avoid that can cause contractions and can be used in labor to like speed labor up and things like that. So we definitely don't want to touch those oils. But there are other ones like thieves oil is kind of like and eucalyptus, like things you would use when you have a cold. So I don't know, kind of bums me out because whenever I get that scratch in my throat when I feel a cold coming on, I take a capsule of thieves and oregano oil, and then I don't get sick. And so that's pretty awesome. And if I happen to like not take it in time, I might get sick for like a day or two, and then it goes away when I take a couple capsules of that. And I'm not taking that now, and I'm on like 7-ish days of this cold, and I don't know, it'll probably be a few more days even, so yeah, I'm not comfortable like ingesting oils when I'm pregnant. So I don't know, I still smell peppermint like if I feel nauseous or something like that. But yeah, I'm not going to ingest right now, so I think that's all for my list. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm going to go ahead and show you the belly, but so I have this computer here that I do like vlogging and stuff on, and I have a computer over here that I work on, and I've actually been like sitting down working, so I have a line on my belly from my jeans, so try to ignore that because it's not going to be the best picture, but I will show you. My husband thinks I'm starting to show a little bit. I don't know, but my boobs are already falling out of my A-cup bras that I was in, so I've got to dig out my B-cup bras because I have them because I went from A to D last pregnancies. So, yeah, they're already growing, and I am breaking out a little. You can see like a little bit there. But, okay, I will show you the belly now. So, let me get my cardigan off here. So let's try to move this. So still I'm in like my regular jeans and shirts and stuff, and my jeans are actually falling off of me. I don't know what that's all about. But here's the belly. There's my pants line. I'm sitting down, but I don't know. I think at the end of the day I'm just bloated, and I think that's what my husband thinks is showing. But I don't really feel like I'm showing yet. So that's what we're working with. And with my shirt on, I don't know. I don't see anything. Okay. One thing I also probably forgot to say was, so I'm a birth doula, and I don't know how many people have followed me that long to know that. But after I had Annie, I decided to go through training to become a birth doula. And I've been attending births for about 2 years now. And so I know like all the local doulas. So I pretty much like have my pick of what doula I want for this labor. I kind of already gave her a heads up because they're not like super expensive, but definitely something we want to break into payments over the pregnancy. And I fully believe in paying your doula their fee or more, because now being a doula, like, it's worth every penny that they charge. And the doula I had when I had Annie, she already like offered to doula for us, but she actually like stepped back from birth work, and she's my friend now, so I don't think I'm gonna have her be my doula, because I know she like legitimately needed a break from birth work, and you know, you sometimes have births where like you need some time. So I don't want to like have to drag her back into that for me, especially when there are so many other like awesome doulas locally. So when that whole process gets started, I'll let you know more about that. But I'm actually having two doulas. One of them is I'm hiring to doula, and the other is a close friend of mine who is going to nursing school to be a midwife. And she was a doula, now she's going to nursing school to be a midwife. And she's just gonna come and like hang out and be my friend. And she also like has a hobby of photography, so I'm really hoping she can do the pictures because the doula that I'm hiring doesn't really do photography, and I really want the pictures. So she's my friend, and I'm gonna make some breast milk jewelry for her, like cast in resin as payment for my friend who's gonna do the pictures. So we're gonna kind of barter that, and then pay the other doula. And that way, I would have hired my friend to be my doula, but she's in school, nursing school. And so, like, if she has exams or something and, you know, I am in labor, it's not the end of the world if she can't make it. So, like, I'm hiring a doula who doesn't really have young children and, like, anything keeping her from coming. And also, the doula I hired, her backup is, like, awesome. And so I'm going to be happy with no matter who comes to my birth. And then my friend, who's the doula midwife, she's going to come if she can to take pictures. So that's exciting. Hopefully the hospital is cool with, like, all these doulas. And I'm playing around with the idea of my mom being there for the birth, not the labor, because it's hard. It's really hard to see someone you love in pain. And I am a loud laborer. So I think someone might have a hard time, like I think my mom would have a hard time seeing me be in that pain. So I kind of want her to join me after the point of interventions, and when there's like no return, like deal with it. We're having the baby now. That's when I would want her to join us. So we'll see, because she usually will take the kids for me when I'm in labor. She took Connor last time, so we're just going to have to see how all that works out. And then also what the hospital is going to allow, because it'll be my husband, two doulas, and maybe my mom, and me, so 5 of us. But I like to get the room with the tub in it, and that is a huge room, because then you can labor in the water and stuff. And those tub rooms are really big, and you can see right there, this is my little like doula birth wall. It says "Birth Without Fear," and then that's me in labor with Annie in the labor tub at the hospital. So I'm not having a midwife because I'm high risk, because I have a blood disorder called thalassemia. And with Annie, I had to have a blood transfusion when I was pregnant, actually. So really hoping to avoid that this time. But I pretty much risk out of midwifery care. Definitely I risk out of home birth care, because the risk of me needing a transfusion is pretty high, especially since I hemorrhaged after both of my previous births. Medicated, unmedicated, I hemorrhaged. So it is what it is, and I feel like I can build a pretty supportive team even for a hospital. And I had a beautiful, natural hospital birth the last time with a doula. No interventions. So, yeah, I'm, thinking, hoping that we can have a similar birth this time. But you guys have any questions, let me know. And I will see you next week. Bye.